What's going on, guys? Sync-WaVey back again with some more GBO2, and today we got the Pearl Rider D2. And honestly, this thing is crazy. For for all the people that, oh, it's another Pearl Rider, bro, don't worry, bro. Should be the last Pearl Rider installment, like forever now. Like this is literally the last one. And even in the like the lore, this was the last one that was made. I'm pretty sure it was the last one that was made. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, Power Rider, like, as you guys know, like, there's Power Riders. Riders are one of my favorite suits, and this suit is absolutely disgusting. Like, honestly, it's top tier. It is definitely top tier. Um, I'm glad I didn't finish my tier list, and I will get around to doing it. Like, I think I've got 550 to do next, then 500 and 450. This is a top 5 support, bro. Like, it really is, man. I'm not even using. I barely use the hyper beam rifle. I'm just using the Shinika weapon, right? And excuse me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but that's what I call it. Like, frame launcher. There you go. We'll just call it a frame launcher. That's what it is. Yeah, the frame. If you just stay with the frame launcher, like, the DPS is disgusting because it has the skill where I can't remember what it's called, something optimizer, but basically when you just use the frame launcher, is going to, like, every weapon on the frame launcher, it will basically instantly swap to that weapon, like, with barely any ready up time, right? It's like 80% reduction on the swap time if you're just using primarily the Gatling, the grenades, and the Mega Launcher. So if you just stay with the weapon, the DP is off the charts, bro. Like, it's kind of nuts. Like, if you land the Mega Launcher, you go into the missiles and then just fire with the Gatling. If they end up getting stunned by the Gatling, then you'd fit in the hyper beam rifle, right? Yeah, I snuck in the hyper beam rifle shop, trying to break his legs. Like, the hyper beam rifle will, like, it'll help break legs, like, it'll help break the parts. But yeah, honestly, I barely even use that weapon, and like, I'm just primarily using the frame launcher, Mega Beam. Like, just like, you gotta, obviously, if you're not really good with stop to fire weapons, you're gonna have to, like, learn with that, because the frame launcher is where it's at. The Vulcans and the hyper beam rifle and even the saber are really good as well, but you just don't need them. You really just don't need them, man. It's that real. And I can't believe they brought this out. I knew when they will eventually bring this out that this should be one of the stronger Pearl Riders. But yo, they made it a support, and they just made White Rider obsolete. Like, there's no point of playing White Rider at 450 if you have this suit. Like, unless you want to do bazooka and then basically be able to use balances. You basically bazooka downswing, but you obviously using your grenade. Like, honestly, like, this has got it. Like, this has it, bro, in the bag, man. Like, this suit basically just told White Rider to sit down and just get on the bench, basically, man. Because honestly, as you can see, like, I'm barely shooting the beam. I'm not even charging it. I'm just, like, tap firing it, the hyper beam rifle. It's probably best to do that. But look at this damage. Lucky I'm reloading, but if I was able to focus him, like, it's so much damage, man. Like, and then obviously, you go back into the hyper beam launcher, boom, and you just hit them again. Forgot to reload. but it's got a 20-second reload on the Gatling. I did a CO Soba, use like a quick loader builds, but you just kind of have to sacrifice some HP. Me personally, I'm liking the build that I created more. I tried a Soba's build, but I'm liking my build more, just the pure fact that I survive longer. So I stay in the fight for longer, innit, you know. So yeah, it just feels a lot better with more HP. And also I've got 70 thrusters as well, so I can just kind of abuse my force. It's got force injectors, so I can kind of abuse the force injectors more. And it does go a long way. Obviously being able to just, you know, boost away from the suit, you know, and I have 70 thrusters. Most of the generals here probably are not stacking thrusters or the raids. Even though the raids will catch up to you because they're just faster than you, they don't really have to have that much thrusters. But generals, like it's gonna be hard for them to chase you down. You're gonna be able to kite them with this suit. It's pretty good at doing that. And yeah, I barely use the Vulcans, but the Vulcans, they do about 120 damage to a general. Honestly, that's really good. They shoot pretty fast also. I mean, honestly, I'm surprised that they made this suit the way it is and shafted White Rider. That's the main thing that I'm kind of like a bit like, yeah, like I feel like there's two different devs like that are working on these suits. Like I feel like there's like, you know, they're just separate people that are making these suits. You know, like honestly, they could have. Yeah, enough about the White Rider, man. Like they need to buff it 100%. Because this suit can literally just hold out one weapon and do some crazy amounts of damage, while White Rider has to basically use his whole kit to really do any type of damage. Like it does make sense a little bit why this is more powerful, but you know, like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? They definitely shafted the White Rider. I mean, no, it's missing a weapon and everything. So yeah, this suit just basically does what the White Rider does in like a fast mega launcher. Even though it doesn't hit as hard, it's still like a, you know, fast charging mega launcher. It's got the missiles, and it's like for extra DPS, well, grenades I say, for extra DPS. And then it's got the Gatling for extra DPS, and then it's got a hyper beam rifle, which is one of the best beam rifles at low cost. It's like, what? Like this suit is goated, man. It's cracked. Like it's got everything that you need, and there's no point in using White Rider anymore. How sad is that? But hey, honestly, this suit is definitely top tier. Like I would take it in clan matches any day. It just melts generals like a joke. But anyway, next video will be more in detail, stun values and all that stuff, you know, the numbers. And yeah, that'll be it for the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. God bless.